Good evening, Miss Jones. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. My name is Charisma.
Hi.
And I'm going to be your counselor for today. So I just want to let you know that this is 100% confidentiality between us. What is said in here stays in here. I am videotaping this session, but the only people that will see it is my supervisor and myself.
Okay.
And also, it is 100% confidentiality, but if you say anything that could harm yourself or others, then we will have to take other action, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, I love that shirt. That's a really nice shirt.
It's my favorite color.
Yeah, pink is my favorite color as well. So, tell me, what brings you in today?
Well, I just feel like I needed to talk to someone. I've been going through a lot of anxiety and between work, I'm working in a new position. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to work, and I get caught up in traffic. I have a son that's acting out in school, and some days lately I've been having to leave work to go to his school to talk with his teachers, and then I have a 3-year-old at home that's just all over the place, and it's just I'm just finding myself just being really stressful at this point in my life, and just dealing with anxiety. Just sometimes I can't hardly catch my breath. I mean, I just really need somebody to talk to.
Okay. And I know you said you have a 3-year-old. How old is your son?
He's 8.
Okay, an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. I remember when my daughter was 3. She was terrible. She was very busy and active, so I definitely understand. I can relate to you on that end. So tell me a little bit about your job.
Well, I just took a new position. I went back to school
Congratulations.
and have a degree now in billing and coding. And so I like the environment in which I'm in. I'm not stressed as far as at the job, but the stress comes in from not feeling like I'm a team player because I'm constantly, dealing with family issues and just some life issues that I'm going through. And so wanting to make a good impression because I know it could jeopardize my job with my performance. Therefore, it just keeps me just on edge all the time. Just, am I doing good enough? Am I doing good enough? And, my supervisor, she's saying she's okay with it, but it's just been a lot lately with my son and trying to find help for him.
Okay, so it's your son, your daughter, and yourself. Is there anyone else in the home?
Well, I have a significant other, but he doesn't really help me out. So and that's stressful too because you know how that goes, trying to depend on a man, and they're not there, and so it's just I feel like I'm just by myself. I really feel like I'm by myself.
So with the new job, you said that your supervisor says you're doing okay. So it's just more internal feelings of anxiety, and it's not, the job has no complaints as far as.
Well, my job, I'm doing well, but I did have a, anxiety attack one day. It just became so overwhelmed, and they called me and told me about my son. I just, then knowing that I would have to leave and work again, and so I did break down that day, and so it's starting to happen a little bit more often.
So the main issue is your son as far as stemming from your anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So have you tried to talk to your son, or have you tried to get him in any after school sessions or anything that?
Well, I don't get work till 5 o'clock, and so I have my sister's boyfriend picking him up after school. He goes home, and so I don't really have him anything extracurricular at this point because of the way my job situation and not having any extra help. And so no, I'm not. I've talked to him. I told him that he's gonna have to act right in school because mommy's working, trying to do the best she can, and I can't keep getting off work because I'll end up losing my job. And so I'm just not sure, why he's acting out. He's smart as a whip. He does good on his EOGs. He does well, but he's starting now not to turn in his homework. He's just doing a lot of different things that's, just causing my stress level to rise.
Okay. Well, I think as kids are learning and growing, sometimes that they can act out, and that's why we're here today to figure out a solution for you.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Anything.
So, when you have your anxiety attacks, how does that make you feel?
Well, I just really start crying, or I just really can't feel like I can't catch my breath. It's just seeming like everything is just happening all at one time, and so it is scary. I mean, because you're just you're in that moment of just not knowing what to do, and I really hate it, especially when you're in the midst of your coworkers and people that you needing help for you to work, and here you are breaking down in front of them. And so my family is kind of growing used to it, because sometimes like this is not the first occurrence. Hadn't happened in a long time, but it's beginning to happen. Dealing now with these issues with my son, and so I just really that's what normally happens.
So does anyone else in your family get these type of anxiety attacks?
Well, I never really knew my dad, and my mom said from what she understood that his family has some issues, but I just, with the things that I've gone through in life, and my mom, she was a single parent, and she got married to my stepdad, and so it's just a lot. We was moving around a lot, so I think I've always been kind of anxious and full of anxiety just from the things that I've had to endure in life.
Well, that's something we can look into. So as far as your goals for this session, what are you trying to get out of these sessions that we meet?
Well, I really would like some help with some coping skills, some things that can help me, and just if you know of any resources that I can, for my son, just anything that you can just help me, just so I can just at least show my boss that I am trying to get help. I'm trying to deal with it. So.
So, as far as an action plan, let's think. So, you want some activities that your son can do to possibly keep him out of trouble, put him on a straighter path, and then you also want to help with your anxiety, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so as far as your anxiety, I know that you said it usually happens when you hear the school call for your son. Any other times do you ever get them when you're at home or while you're on the road?
Just sometimes, it's just, I get overwhelmed. At home, get things clean. My boyfriend is not there to help me, and so I just, at the end of the day, I'm tired. Then I got to help with homework, and then my daughter's all over the place, and then it's just, and then money is short, so I just feel overwhelmed.
And what do you usually do when you have these attacks?
Well, I know we're not supposed to be smoking, but sometimes I have to go get a cigarette and smoke. I know it's harmful, it's not good for you, but I've just not been able to.
But that's how you deal with it. Okay. Have you tried any type of medications or anything, or just mostly cigarettes?
Well, my old doctor wanted me to, and I didn't like the way it made me feel, and so it's been years. I've been out of meds. I've not really tried. I just been trying to do it on my own, but now it's just I need some help.
So since you said that you didn't like how it made you feel, let's not look at that approach for now. For now, let's focus on more natural, practical ways to deal with your anxiety.
Yes.
So, do you do any type of breathing techniques, or do you, when you go to the bathroom and you kind of just relax, do you count to 10, anything like that?
Well, I do find, funny you should say that, when I go to take my shower, that's the only time I have to myself, girl, with kids. And so I'm able to just kind of take some deep breaths in the shower, but when I get out, I'm still a little edgy, not knowing when I open that door, my 3-year-old is going to be standing there, and just some of the things that I have to face. But can you share some techniques with me, breathing?
Sure, because I think we've all dealt with some form of anxiety in our lives. And I know when I get kind of overwhelmed, I have to lock myself in the bathroom, and I try to count backwards from 20. Okay. And during that time, my eyes are closed, and I'm making sure I'm breathing slowly. And I'm also thinking of positive thoughts. So that helps me. So as far as you, I was going to ask, is there anything that you could think of that usually calms you down?
Shopping.
Okay. Well, even if you have to just take 20 seconds whenever you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, think about the different sales that could be coming out the upcoming weekend. Think about the large malls that you can see yourself walking through, and just take the 20 seconds to just think of you going to every sale rack, every store that you can think of, your favorite stores, and just take the time to really think it through, to calm yourself down. And also, I would like for you to write it down. Write down maybe the stories you like. Write down how, after doing this for about 5 times throughout the next week before I see you next week, how that worked for you. And we're going to take baby steps, and we're just going to try that out for now, and then we'll build on it gradually. So does that sound like a good plan to you?
Yes, I think I could do that. I think I could do that. Thank you so much.
And during that time, if you like, you can take a cigarette break, but make sure you note that, please. Okay? All right. Thank you so much.
Well, I do have one quick question. As far as my son, you said you was going to help me with some techniques with him. Now, I don't want to be fussing at him because I think it drives my anxiety level up. So what is an approach that I can take with him when, do I start fussing at him? Do I beat him? What should I do to just kind of help with that situation?
Well, with that situation, I think that we should also take the time and try to talk to your son. Maybe have your sister's boyfriend in there together as like a mediator to try to talk through your issues. I also think that I can look into some programs that maybe he can get in for at-risk, for at-risk teens, and so that way that could keep him busy and maybe help him with some of his frustrations, because he might be just as frustrated as you are. We don't know. So yes, I will definitely look into that for you. And before you leave today, I'll have the numbers for you to call, and we can set it up for you. Okay.
So I just want to make sure I understood what you said. So you're saying when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm supposed to, when I'm in the shower, you said count to,
or you can do it
20
anywhere
backwards
you're at.
And just kind of think about, shopping and some of the things that I enjoy doing, and so, and just making sure that I breathe slowly.
Yes.
Okay.
During the 20 seconds.
Okay.
Any other questions or concerns for me?
No, I think I'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
It was so great talking to you.
It was nice meeting you
Have
as well.
a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.